What was your first date with Beth?
So we had, it was Edge Appreciation Night in Toronto. And it was kind of like, this is your life. And I was almost embarrassed out there. But earlier in the day, we had started talking. And we had talked before, but we actually sat down and had a really nice conversation, just randomly, sitting at ringside. And then I started realizing how many similarities that we had. She had trained in Toronto, and she had trained with, Ron Hutchison, and wrestled in the same dive bars in Parkdale that I wrestled in. And I had no idea of that. She just did it 7 years after me. And there's a 7-year, age gap. So we started talking, and then I reached out to Natty. I was like, I didn't know Beth was that, what's her deal? And that was really the start of it. And then she was still on the road. So we just end up talking like half the night. And then she came up here one day, and then we hit it off, and kind of the rest is history. And then fast forward, 13 years later, or whatever it is, 2 kids. Yeah. A lot of life in that time.
Did she feel in her heart of hearts that you could return to wrestling?
No, I really don't think until I got that final go ahead from Maroon. Because she was there for the surgery, because she was there for all of the prognosis. And we both had to wrap our mind around the idea, like, no, this is done. And then also, like I said, she was there when we would go out and for 2 hours get flat, and like all of that. So she was there for every bit of that. So she didn't think it was a possibility until I think she saw my mental shift. I went, I think he's going to try this. And I don't think there's anything that's really going to stop him. But with that being said, no way I'm doing it unless she signs off.
Yeah.
And unless she feels comfortable with it, because I'm a father and I'm her husband, and I gotta be there, So if there were any doubt, if there were any lingering, is this she wouldn't have signed off, and I just wouldn't.